Hello and welcome to WWE 2K25 Universe Mode, and welcome to the last Raw before SummerSlam. And coming up first, it is William Regal, the leader of Unity, and it seems he has some things to address with Seth Rollins returning while gunning for Unity like no tomorrow. Seth Rollins thinks he can outwit and outsmart Unity, which I find quite amusing. See, Seth, bring out whoever you want for tag team matches, won't change anything. Drew stands unfazed and is excited to take you down. Because the fact is, Unity is untouchable, and his current state, nothing says does or say. Oh no. You speak his name, and he shall appear. Seth freaking Rollins, Regal, this all feels a little bit familiar, huh? See, last week wasn't my master plan, it was simply a step. Just like tonight is. Your Holy Grail is in action tonight, and trust me, I made sure he's facing someone very special. And then sat there, put Drew down. I drill his head into this very mat as many times as it takes and reclaim my championship and give the WWE Universe the true World Heavyweight Championship. And while Regal just telling Rollins to keep dreaming. As he walks away, and it seems Drew McIntyre is in action tonight. And well, Rollins laying out the law of the land to William Regal for a change to open Monday Night Raw, but now the competition, the action starts. We are on the final Raw before SummerSlam. Coming up first, Zoe Stark. Zoe Stark, fully hyped up, fully ready for contest. And tonight she'll be teaming with Sonya Deville. Goes to Pure Fusion Collective. And while Shayna Baszler coming out to accompany them. I mean, we saw some real trouble last week when Shayna took it upon herself to rip Tegan Nox to shreds. I heard Tegan Nox is being checked out on a minor injury, and it all started because of this woman right here. Liv Morgan tonight will be in action alongside Raquel Rodriguez, the Women's World Champion. She cashed in after Shayna Baszler went to war with Lyra Valkyria, and while Morgan set to defend that title in a rematch against Shayna Baszler. So while these two, maybe Raquel, we've seen her once before teaming with Liv, coming back in to hoist the mantle. Now while Zoe Stark looking a little yellow, and Liv Morgan starting things off, and the bell's rung. And in perfect Judgment Day fashion, Morgan lures in Zoe in. Gets the tag to Big Mama Raquel Rodriguez, and while the enforcer for Morgan doing her working. I mean, Pure Fusion Collective have been on the top of the mountain. Shayna's been reveling in glory ever since she won the championship back at Backlash, and well, just in one night with one move from Liv Morgan, it all came crashing down. And it has relit the anger in Zoe's in Shayna Baszler. As now she can only watch on and hope that Stark and Sonya can put a dent in the armor before SummerSlam even comes round. And well, Zoe looking to make the crawl. Tag made Liv the legal woman now. And Wade Stark playing possum. Big pump kick, oh, no one home. Morgan Just trying to capitalize on a grounded Stark. Oh well. I mean, we've been seeing the Judgment Day on a reign of terror. But of course, last week in six-man action, the Judgment Day took a huge loss. Those Motor City Machine Guns called in the Ring of Honor legend, Bryan Danielson, to help in their conquest. And look at this, Morgan just staying on top of things, staying calculated. Cover made. One and for Liv, the women's champion, with a Codebreaker tag made to Raquel. And well, Baszler pulling the distraction. Referee's eyes have been taken off the ball. And while Zoe Stark, the blood is dripping down her face. And while Stark thought maybe she'd suck it in, Rodriguez. But the answer was indeed no. I mean, Shayna trying to feed Raquel, feed Zoe whatever she can to scratch her way out. And here we go, comes Rodriguez. Has just nailed Zoe Stark. Tag made. Liv, the legal woman. Oblivion connects. And I think the Pure Fusion Collective just got steamrolled. That was such a simple contest. I don't even think Zoe Stark knows what hit her. From the off, the power of Rodriguez, the genius of Liv Morgan directing the traffic. And while a Codebreaker, and a quick tag out to Raquel Rodriguez, and it was right here. Rodriguez just firing up with all the might in the world, drives her into the mat, hooks her up into position. Morgan straight in, the Oblivion connects, and well, Shayna knows exactly how that feels. 1, 2, 3. And Morgan, the Women's World Champion, gets the pinfall on Zoe Stark. As Shayna Baszler, I imagine, is gritting her teeth, buying her time, and well, let's just say this Saturday at SummerSlam, it is going to be one hell of a war. And well, here we go, the action rolling on. We saw an utterly dominant performance from Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. Now, Axiom stands alone. Axiom looking on behalf of Nathan Fraser to take down the Don, Tony D'Angelo. But I can confirm, on Saturday at SummerSlam, it will be Fraxium versus The Family, Giovanni Vinci and Channing Stacks Lorenzo. The Don sending his best to settle the score. And well, last week, Tony offered Fraxium a truce for the cool sum of, I believe it was around 10 G's. It seems Fraxium refused the payment and has opted to fight and take down the family. And here we go, everyone got your money out. It's all about the business. The Dawn. Tony D'Angelo. Looking sharp as ever. Looking to take control here tonight, and it seems maybe the tag division could be his first target. As he just reigns in this moment, and there it is, the money. But will Tony D'Angelo be able to outwit the pace of Axiom? And here we go, well, Tony D has no family or ringside. Axiom standing alone, and here we go, the matchup is underway, and Colin will tie up here early on. Tony D'Angelo taking control, and hang on, slips through, cover made. Take a one from Axiom. Tony D into the crucifix, and one. And here we go, back wrapping up into the collar and elbow. And Tony D'Angelo just wait a minute. Well, Axiom was being driven into the corner by the stiff punches of Tony D, able to avoid it. And here we go now. Triangles in. Could Tony D fall in the opening? And no. Look at those fists. I mean, Tony D, that is a man who is hench. Look at him. He is built like a brick. He throws shots like cinder blocks, and well, you cross him, you end up sleeping with the fishies. And while D'Angelo seemingly talking down to Axiom there. And well, and look at these just stiff shots to the ribs. Because that is what Tony D's all about. He's not about putting on the flashiest show he can muster. Tony D'Angelo's game is just causing agonizing beatdowns and pain, and Axiom is being put into one hell of a trial here, and it is merciless from the dawn. And here we go, just driving the foot into the mask, and here we go, gator roll, and just heaves it in, holds it in deep. But wait a minute. Here we go, the first sign of light. The comeback begins. And Axiom pulling out a shining light of offense, went high risk, but there was no reward. Well, Tony D. Hang on a minute, Tony D'Angelo strips the turnbuckle pad, and oh no. Axiom able to flurry through. Cover is made. And Tony able to grab the rope. Axiom is beside himself. I mean, D'Angelo is doing the right thing, doing the smart thing. And wait, the brass knucks from Tony D'Angelo. And kneeling into the submission. Well, Axiom fighting for his life. He has just taken the blow of his life here, and the Don. With a wild swing, hitting Carr and Axiom at the same time. And here we go, the Don. Northern Lights Bridge. Tony D just enjoying himself a little bit here at the expense of his opponent, and Axiom could be on the chopping block. And that's got to be a 1, 2, 3. And while D'Angelo stares down at the man who refused to pay up, and wait a minute, no. Tony D, steel chair in hand, could be looking to dispatch Axiom once and for all with us. Claudio Castagnoli. What the hell? What is Claudio doing out here? Claudio seemingly coming to the defense of Axiom tonight. Now, while carrying Cross backstage, Austin, you have such a bright future ahead of you, but taking my title is not on the list. See, I've been quite proud of the moves you've been making, but you've stepped out of line, so I have no choice but to drive you back down to earth so hard you'll see the devil himself. Saturday at SummerSlam, the next step on your road to glory will require you to take a look at yourself and who you are becoming, and prove to me and yourself that you have the fire inside you to truly rise. The test is here, Theory, so ready yourself for the final judgment. And well, a direct message from Cross to Austin telling him, well, insinuating he knows his future and telling him to ready himself for the test of his life. And well, the action rolls on as Cross, of course, promises Theory's ascension, but not to the level of Intercontinental Champion. But coming on now, it is Mr. Money in the Bank, Dominic Mysterio, in competition against Siobhan Evans. Of course, Kevin Owens has very publicly called Dominic out for a steel cage match at SummerSlam. Without the briefcase being on the line, Kevin just wants to put down Dominic. And while we could, seeing how the main event plays out with Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre for the United Kingdom Championship, see Dominic cash in, and we could be walking away with SummerSlam with a guaranteed new World Champion. For the young OG, one of the runners-up in that men's Money in the Bank ladder match. And well, Siobhan looks to continue to make waves. The young blood. You let this man run off the rails, you let him start to pick up momentum, then he becomes unstoppable. A force of nature. For the young OG is in the ring with one of the dirtiest players in the game. Dominic has never shied away from a challenge because he knows all the tricks up his sleeve to circumvent it. And here we go, Siobhan and Dom. Bell's ringing. Well, Dom running straight to the outside. Wait a minute. Siobhan not playing the mind games with Dominic. Got a running drop kick from Dom, and now instantly applying pressure to that midsection. And Mysterio running back into the ring to flex on that middle rope. Javon. High attempt at the clothesline, but Dominic able to duck it, and here we go. The work of Mysterio is not mysterious. Wrapped in to the collar and elbow. And now Dominic at the whims of Javon, but here we go. Dominic just wrenching in, just draining the energy out of Evans and muscling him up into that arm bar. Dominic going for a much more technical game here. And Mysterio, beautiful arm drag off the ropes into the super kick from Javon. And while we know Evans is not going to be a man who'll back down from a fight, won't back down from warfare or battle. And Mysterio waited on the ropes. Knew he was coming in and timed it perfectly. Around the world arm drag. And while Mysterio taking a moment in the corner to line up the drop kick. Well, covers him for the pinfall and a kick out of two. The mind games from Mysterio starting early on. Javon in deep trouble here. He is not anywhere close to where he should comfortably be, and oh god, Evans off the ropes. Jesus, I don't even know how to explain what we just saw. Bounced through the ropes, nailed the shot on Dom. I think Dom maybe thought he fumbled the bounce, but Javon with a perfection of offense. And this is why he is, this is why he's in the spot he's in. Absolute ingenuity, especially as soon as the pace starts rolling in, as soon as the ropes start becoming his friend. And that clothesline chopping down the great tree sapling. And Evans mounting his attack, and while Dom thought he ducked the enziguri, Evans caught him on the rebound. Dom trying to find some refuge in the corner. And then satellite DDT. Well, Mysterio looking to put an end to the ways. Hurricane Rana 619. Mysterio on top for the frog splash. Oh, wait a minute, reloading. Oh, we know what he's going for. Dirty tricks. 1, 2, 3. It fell close, but here we go. Owens stepping up to the plate here, and wait a minute. Owens calling down a steel cage. This is what he wants at SummerSlam. And, well, Dom trying to roll back, and Dom's done it. And wait a minute, Mysterio has turned the tide for the first time. And now Dominic stands tall. Oh well, we're going to be getting a rare sight, but I can confirm, straight off the press, Dominic Mysterio, Kevin Owens, one-on-one inside a steel cage at SummerSlam. With adjusted rules, the only way to win will be via pinfall or submission. The escape will not be allowed. But here comes the OTC. Roman Reigns. Of course, Roman and Jey Uso have been at each other's throats for a little while now. But it got revamped through All Else. Jey Uso and Jimmy look to settle their score. Roman Reigns will come out to assist Jimmy in the victory. Jey Uso would take great issue with that, and Roman Reigns would point out that he is simply committed to his family. We saw last week Jey Uso take on Sami Zayn, where Sami picked up the win, but Jey Uso walked away sour and bitter following the loss. And now all rests on the shoulders of this man. Jimmy Uso on hiatus, training to come back stronger and better and faster. And Roman Reigns failed to win the World Championship and Money in the Bank. A new fire lit within him after some time out of this ring. SummerSlam's on the horizon, and the Tribal Chief looks to mix things up once more, and he will be in the ring with an old-time rival. With Sheamus. Of course, Roman Reigns and Sheamus have had some wars in the past, but two of the hardest hitters mixing it up. The Donnybrook in hand, the Celtic Warrior must now take on what can only be established as a potentially weakened Tribal Chief. Jey Uso is nowhere to be seen. Jimmy is off training. And well, Roman, no wise man. It is simply back to roots, back to his own self. And here we go, the testosterone matchup beginning with the collar and elbow tie up Roman, driving Sheamus into the ropes, and well, here we go pretty early on. Well, I thought he was going to go for the power bomb, but I lost ride. Roman pushes one up to the sky. Sheamus with the collar and elbow now, and well, here we go, Reigns. Just keeping him locked up, but Sheamus with a backdrop. And here we go, mounting the offense from the other side. Reigns off the ropes, huge boot. And well, looking to mantle the ground and pound. Sheamus reverses the the favour, and hang on a minute, from the off, Sheamus playing it dirty. Well, we knew this matchup would be all but a pretty fest, and now it had come full circle into a slugfest of just exchanging hands. And Reigns shutting it down with a head button. Here we go. Again, just mounting the ground and pound. Mounting the offense. Making Sheamus suffer for his sins. And this is an uncontested beatdown by the tribal, well, the self-proclaimed tribal chief with no tribe. Well, Sheamus wants to find refuge in the corner. Reigns is ready, waiting. Big boot. Off the ropes, big elbow drop. Sheamus clears the way. And well, Sheamus here is not shying away from Roman. Huge, wild strikeout. No one home to feel the moves. Wait a minute, Sheamus dispatched on the ring apron. And well, Roman using the ropes to his advantage there. Well, you gotta think, Roman, well, looking to lock Sheamus up in the ring ropes. Look at this, just back and forth war. Sheamus busted open. Uranagi. Off the ropes, elbow to the spine. Well, Reigns going to a place that isn't all too comfortable. Huge splash, connect. Well, failed to connect. And the battering ram. The turn of the tide there. And well, Sheamus takes Reigns off the apron as the referee begins the count. Well. Oh no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and the 10 beats of the Bouldra. Leave Roman in despair. Count to 7, and Sheamus joins Reigns on the outside. And a Superman punch from Reigns. And here we go, Roman measuring him up. Eyeing up the storm. Spear connects. 1, 2. And Roman pacing. Well, almost decapitated Sheamus, but Sheamus looking to get Reigns in the corner. And here we go. Just pummel him with the back forearms. And instantly scoops him up. Powerbomb. Connects. Sheamus locked in for the cover. 1, 2, and A kick out from the Celtic Warrior, and well, the Celtic Warrior doesn't seem to be in great state here. Reigns getting the crowd to acknowledge their tribal chief. Well, Reigns. Oh, hang on, Roman. Has fallen straight into the trap, and Sheamus is back. Scooping him up. Running power slam. Oh, no, 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 no. Celtic Cross could have been in line. Roman making sure to shut it down before he can even let loose. Roman locked and loaded Superman punch. 1, 2, and again. Feels like, I don't know who he's trying to reassure. If it's himself or if it's the crowd, that he is still worthy of acknowledgement. I don't think we've seen a more determined, more focused Roman in quite some time. Oh, well, Roman positioning in the corner. Oh, no, 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 no. And the drop in the corner. Went to follow it up. I don't know. He might have knocked. I think it was the knee instead of the kick, but Roman Reigns survives. And here we go. Celtic Cross. In, coming, running. Crucifix bomb. And Reigns with a shoulder up at 2. Spear from Roman. And Reigns. Wait a minute, Roman. Superman punch in the corner. Here we go. Just decks Sheamus out, and well, the Celtic Warrior and the war cry is sounded. Spear connects. 1, 2, 3. And Roman holding his hand high. Sheamus brought everything, but with this, Jay with the kendo stick. Well, we said last week the sour look on Jey Uso's face, and it seems it has fully materialized. This bastard. Well, Finn Balor backstage. SummerSlam is this Saturday, huh? I'm not scared of the Motor City Machine Guns. Just another new signing with rising star power that'll fall straight back into the unknown. After Liv retains her championship, we will keep hold of those tag team championships, and well, who knows? Maybe Dom ends the night with the United Kingdom championship round his waist, or maybe he doesn't. Raw is now subject to the Judgment Day, so bend the knee or get erased from existence. And well, of course, Finn, they're potentially teasing Dominic cashing in his Money in the Bank briefcase, but of course he must face Kevin Owens in a steel cage match. So Who knows, maybe things will turn out in their favor or not. But Finn setting quite the declaration that SummerSlam is going to be the start of the Judgment Day's grand run. And well, with Finn's declaration for Judgment Day, Drew McIntyre, as warned by Seth Rollins, Rollins has made sure there's a very special contender in tonight's main event for Drew. The United Kingdom Champion. Of course, rebranded the World Heavyweight title once he took it from Seth Rollins by force. And now the Scottish psychopath, just days out from facing Seth Rollins, must face an unknown competitor. I mean, Seth Rollins promised that he knew Unity's games, knew how to play them at their own whims. And wait a minute, what's going on here? No. Wait, that's... I mean, Seth said he had something special lined up. He did not lie. That is Seth Rollins' former stablemate. That is John freaking Moxley. And we know Mox formerly is Dean Ambrose. And tonight, it seems Drew's wiles has finally come to haunt him. Powerbomb into the barricade. Oh well, John Mox having a little fun with it here. Oh well, Moxley back between the ropes. Off he comes, straight into the knee to Drew McIntyre. Oh well, Drew making a grave mistake accepting this contest with John Moxley in a striking battle. I mean, this is not the man we once knew. And again, though, Mox just taking things to the outside. Drew could be potentially viewing down his first huge loss, and the chop block from McIntyre to the knee, and well, let's just say the tides have turned now. He has gone away, has won multiple world championships. Well, it seems he has come back. Of course, last time we saw Rollins and Mox, they weren't exactly on the best terms, so it's unclear what the relationship between them are. Oh well, Moxley trying to shut down Drew. And Drew McIntyre, I think that could have been out of desperation, hitting the Claymore kick to try and create some space, create some distance, but we know from a man like John Mox, it is always a lot more than winning and losing. Oh God. Package. Could have been going for a package pile driver for all we know. Drew was not willing to take a risk. And it seems McIntyre's anger is boiling through. Huge shot in the dark. And now Drew using the apron to the barricade to his advantage. My apologies. And the tides turning in this contest. And now it's... Oh, no, 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 no. McIntyre. Driven. Back first. Into the barricade. And now bounce the head off the ring apron. And Drew looking to get things in the corner, and he is successful. And Mox fighting out. Oh, wait a minute. Jonna. Wait, Moxley, suck it in. Pinfall on the mat and gets the shoulder up. I think even if, you know, Seth and John Mox aren't on good terms, this is the ultimate gambit. Putting McIntyre in the ring with someone who he knows is going to do everything in his power to do nothing but harm. Glasgow kiss. Avoided. And well, John. Again, just getting what he wants. Getting Drew on the outside of the ring. And is just continuing this lethal onslaught. This absolute... Oh, no, 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 no. The boot. To the isolated head. Oh, well, Moxley breaking Rod Zapta's count. Oh, well, let's try to do as much lethal damage on the outside as he can. Oh, no. Drew now powerbomb position onto the ring apron. Both men embody new levels of violence. New levels of bitter hatred building from having chips on their shoulders. And Drew sent straight into the steel steps. And again though, Mox just making sure to wear the count out. And the big boot. And here we go now. Mox put in. Drew back between the ropes and wait a stomp for McIntyre. He's going to be dealing with that. As Rollins said, he'll drive his head into the mat as many times as it takes. But Drew survives. And look at this again, just... McIntyre. I don't think I've ever seen him in quite a vulnerable position as this one. But that's the thing, John Moxley is a man who knows how to kill the unkillable. A man who knows how to wound the unbleedable. And he has some pretty bad intentions on the outside. Oh God. Hooks the arms for the paradigm shift. Oh, well, Moxley trying to hook him in. Drew tried to unveil another Claymore kick. And wait a minute. Kamagoye. Oh, well, John. Hopping up and... What the hell was that? And here we go. Paradigm shift. 1, 2, thank. Drew survives. And Drew. Moxley laying into the referee, and it has caused the disqualification. Moxley's anger, Moxley's temper was too strong. Drew still reigns supreme. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you all at SummerSlam.